Hey YouTube, coming at you with I think a core that I used before, PIDGEOT Umbreon. They're just really strong. Just PIDGEOT, because they're both level 50. PIDGEOT with the Brave Bird does huge damage, and then Umbreon can just absorb a ton of energy, right? So great coverage all around. Little weak to steals, obviously. So like Registeel, stuff like that. So I put in the Lurantis as a Pokemon that I've used before. It was kind of fun to use. Because you just have the superpower which can sort of nuke certain things, plus the Leaf Blade, plus Fairy Cutter is so fast. I didn't want to try Leafage. Fairy Cutter is the better move. I don't think Leafage is a good move. Every single Pokemon that they gave Leafage to, none of them use it. It just doesn't seem like a good move. I think they need to buff it, which I think they will eventually, but for now they have not. So I had a good lead against Jellicent. I don't need to get out because I have Umbreon, but I probably will Brave Bird and go into Lurantis, because Lurantis with Leaf Blade is going to be able to take this down with ease. Because it's just so spammy. Like, already out of move. They have a bunch of energy, so they may shield, but I'll live one anyways, even if they do shield. That's fine. I sometimes just shield back just to stay on even pace, but like, I don't need to. I'll definitely live one. But again, just the Fairy Cutter's charge so fast. So this will take it out, or we're going to double shield. Okay. Am I going to match? I could match. I don't need to match, but I will match. And they eventually come in Registeel, but this is where the superpower comes in handy. Problem with, as you're going to see right here, so one superpower does like 50 some odd percent here. Not even. I'm guessing this is a very excelled Registeel. So not even close to taking this out. So I just chipped it a ton. Umbreon now can take this out with one foul play. Do get hit with the Focus Blast, which is a little rough. But we'll take this out. I'm just throwing right away because I don't want them to like take me out or lower my attack here. So Focus Blast does take me out, but that's actually fine because now I can just come in, get ahead on energy. Lurantis, so spammy. Gonna get back-to-back Leaf Blades here. Probably before they... Shadow Ball may take me out. It may not, though. It's gonna be close. 50%. I think you can live it. Yeah, because I am level 48 or 49 here. 115, 14. I'm really good Lurantis IVs here. So this team is very XL dominated. That's a little 50 best buddy Pidgeot, so 51. I'm using Pidgeot here. I do have Umbreon best buddied as well, but you can only use one at a time, so I'm using Pidgeot here as a best buddy. So 50, and I think Lurantis is like 49 or 48, somewhere around there. So very XL team. Basically, Umbreon is your safe swap. If you see a steal, like I said, if you see registers like that, it's probably a really rough. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to overcome. Because you have to come Umbreon. In this matchup, I'm just going to build up 2 Brave Birds, essentially. Because I know one Brave Bird from this range will take out. So I'm either going to grab one shield or take switch. So there's one Brave Bird, take switch there. Walrein comes in. I'm going to throw here. I could have baited here, I think. But I just like, let's just grab shield, get out of here. And this is where sort of Umbreon just is so good. You have Shadow Charizard, which is going to hit like a truck. But 2 foul plays. I think I'm probably going to shield 1. Yeah, I think I'll shield 1 just because I know that if they land this, they could probably just go Dragon Claw. And I'm already so close to I'm at a second move that they're going to have to shield if they want to get a Blast Burn off. Yeah, I was about to say that. And they cannot get to it, and so I'm going to win that matchup. Clefable lead. Yeah, stay in here. I'll probably take the first move. So a lot of these, I always say don't bait, and then I always bait with Pidgeot. So some of these situations, if like you know you're going to get outpaced to the move, there's no point of throwing the Feather Dance right away to letting them know that you're going to do it. I am just going to go straight Brave Bird here. That's good. Still not enough to take it out, which is fine. I was already within like two move range anyways. They come in Cress, and this is one where I'm like, I felt like it was the right bait at the time. Oh, I also baited this one because I needed to. because Lurantis is going to have... I could have come Lurantis with Fury Cutter and Leaf Blade. I came in here because I lower their attack times 2. So even if they throw these Moonblasts, that is going to take like 4 now. Meanwhile, Snarl Foul Play are obviously doing super effective. So I'm going to be able to just take this matchup. Probably only takes 3 of these to take this out. Yeah, Crest is still very tanky, so it still takes 3 to take this out. So I just felt like this was the best option, lowering the attack here. Oh, plus the Clefable's in the front. Yeah, duh. Plus the Clefable's in the front that I don't want to potentially have to take a move on this. Or have this like locked in and they get like multiple or at least one move off. So let's take this out. They get into... I'm surprised I left right away. Because I could have easily kept alignment here. Just go straight Brave Bird. Because I have Lurantis anyways. I have Lurantis, which will sweep up. If I come in Umbreon, they're going to come back in with their... Yeah, Clefable, but the Clefable is low, so I'm just going to take this out. Because then no Lurantis is going to sweep up in the end. So you basically have 3 answers for Jellicent on this team. Essentially, right? Pidgeot, Umbreon, just super good matchups. Lurantis with the Leaf Blade should do pretty well too. They cannot even take me out. They do farm me down, which is rough, but now you're just going to see how... Yeah, I was just saying, you're going to see how spammy Lurantis is in 1 second, but they do not allow me to do it. So very fast charging Night Slash here. Let's see if I Brave Bird here. The problem is Night Slash comes so fast that yeah. This is the only problem. Let's see if they shield or not. They do not. They do give it up to Swampert, which I now have a beautiful answer for. This will take it out if they don't shield. I think they do shield because they're like... They have so much energy in their shadow and they think they can get like a bunch of moves off here. And they can get a bunch of moves off, but they're all resisted. And so Mudshot's resisted, Hydro Cannon's resisted, Earthquake is resisted. I think I remember they threw here. It's probably better just to go double Hydro. Still doesn't take me out. So now I grab the shield and I'm keeping Switch. So that's a great situation to be in. Lurantis is just such a hard punish. I don't have an amazing answer here though. My best answer is sort of Pidgeot. I don't need to shield that Night Slash because I can live 1. And you probably want to shield after they get a boost. So that's a dumb shield. But at this point, I'm like, I can just go Brave Bird here. If they let this go, they only have 1 Pokemon left. And you best believe I'm going to just lower your attack. You cannot... If there's one thing you're going to learn from this channel is you cannot ever, ever, ever have 1 Pokemon left against a Pidgeot. Because if they lower your attack... You lose. I don't care what you have and what I have in the back. You cannot have a 2 times lower attack hit you like that, or else the game is over. This one was interesting because I was like, I could Brave Bird, but then what I was worried is if I Brave Bird, I have to leave right away. Oh, they have a Blizzard too, so that's unfortunate. Because if I threw the Brave Bird, I have to leave right away. And if they have Acid Spray, which they may not, they may have Scald and Blizzard now because I didn't expect the Blizzard. But if they had Acid Spray, I would get locked on with Umbreon with Acid Spray down. Unfortunately, what they do have is a Scrafty and a Obstagoon in the back. So I lose this matchup because you cannot have an Umbreon against a Scrafty and an Obstagoon in the back and think you're going to win. Especially with Lurantis, which is not good enough to maintain all of these matchups here. So we'll go down here. That's just kind of like tough alignment. Maybe if I Brave Birded earlier, if I Brave Birded and then took it super low, Umbreon comes in, loses to Scrafty, Pidgeot gets a few wing attacks off to take out their Scrafty, and then I have Lurantis on the Obstagoon in the back. Maybe I probably would have won this one, but it's tough. It's tough in the situation I got myself into. So I'm going to go down here. That was okay. This team got me to, I'm in the 2400s now. And the 2400s heading into yesterday because I'm filming this Sunday night. So heading into Monday, I'm in 2400s. I got the GFIS team I'm going to run there. So we will see how it goes. And then hopefully a couple more teams to round out this week. Because there's a couple others I still want to try. I built one up, Kiram, for a factions battle. I want to use it. Although I tried it a couple times. It has not been amazing. What other Pokemon are there that I haven't used yet that I wanted to try? There's a couple Pokemon that I eventually... If only I had the dust. If only I had the dust. I still have, I got 10 million dust. I just hit 10 million again today for the third or fourth time. I really want to try and hold that 10 million threshold. I've got a Hundo Pelipper. I can get to it. I've got to finish getting the Licklicky and the Skunk. They probably have another 100 XLs each to go. And then I have Drapion I want to build up eventually. So I have probably 1.5 to 2 million dust. Probably closer to 2 million dust to drop on these Pokemon if I want to. I just can't bring myself mentally to do it right now. Golisopod, I don't have a good one. Actually, I have a decent one. I just want to keep. So I only have I have a rank. I showcased Golisopod and Clefable in the Great League. I have a rank 3 Clefable. That one that is a rank 3 Clefable, so I'm probably not going to evolve that. Golisopod's a pretty bad one for Great League, but it's not that much better in Ultra League. I just find that there's more options to play in Ultra League. I'm pretty sure Clefable's only Fairy, right? Because if that's the case, Clefable is going to be probably pretty high ranked in single typing. Let me see if Clefable is. Clefable is 52. That's surprising, but it's still going to be very, very strong given all these counter users. Right? Here's all your wins. Haxorus. All the counter users. Wobbuffet, Surfetch, Primeape, Double, Machamp. They're all on the top. You lose to Vigoroth. Goddamn Vigoroth. And then the Reggie, right? So I think it's going to be very useful in these single typing cups. So I'm going to just save that, and I'm going to save my thing. I've got so many of these Pokemon for the single typing cup. So I'm going to put out a ton of videos on it because it's for 2 weeks too, right? So I have plenty of options to run through. But just looking at the top 20 list, the only thing I don't have in the top 20 is I don't think I have Legacy Machoke with Cross Chop. Do I have a Shadow Pinsir? I have a Shadow Pinsir for Ultra League. I don't know if I have it for Great League. Do I have it for Great League? I maybe have it for... Actually, I do have Shadow Pinsir for Great League. I have Shadow Pinsir for Great League, so... Yep. Double. Oh, give me the double candies. I don't have double. I have the rest of them. So I don't have Machoke with Cross Chop or double, but I have everything else in the top 20. And then when we get outside the top 20... Yeah, I don't have the Shadow Grimer, but I've got regular XL Grimer. Goodra. I may not have Goodra. I could build up a Florges. I have a Donphan that I use for it. So I've got a lot of these Pokemon. So I probably have 40 out of... Yeah, I even have... Yeah, I probably have 40 to 45 of the top 50 Pokemon for a single type. Now it's just trying to figure out how to put them all together on a team. So yeah, and then we go down to 70. Sudowoodo, Mew. I'm really surprised Mew is ranked that low. I thought Mew with all the fighters at the top would be a beast. It's a 14-2 record. You lose to the normal typings. But even these normal typings like Vigoroth and Double, they're all resisted fast moves too. So I guess yours is double resisted and there's just single resisted. And I guess it depends on the moveset you're running, because there is just like single typing grass in this, like Lurantis and Meganium, that you really can't throw if you're running Surf Wild Charge. But then you're going to destroy all the fighters. So I think Mew is way underrated here at 73. Yep, Triple Legacy Sea King I just built for Gym Breakers. So I have a ton of these Pokemon. So I'm interested. I'm excited to showcase all of them. I just don't know yet. So if you are here and listening to me rant, let me know in the comments how you are going to build. There is the option of just going straight. You could do an all counter team. Like there is a few ghosts here that would cause you problems, but Haxorus has Night Slash. Right? So even if you go against like a Cofagrigus or something, you can just throw the Night Slashes. So I don't hate just going like a Vigoroth, Haxorus, Machamp. Like you could do that and get away with it. I think some people will do that. You can try and go for teams that you don't think there are a lot of Pokemon of. For example, when I look at Fire, there is Ninetales at 24 and 45. Then you're going down to Sunny Cat Magmar, sure, at 60. But then it's like Sunny Castform at 83, Typhlosion at 125. You could take the risk. There's no flying in this, right? We already established in my last video that there's no flyers because they're all double typings. So you can go like 3 times grass and just lose the fire matchups, right? Or have a grass type Pokemon that can hit, like Lurantis at 13 with superpower, Meganium at 14 with an earthquake will one shot. You have Superior with Aerial Ace, which is not a good move, but like you can maneuver outside the things, although that also leaves you vulnerable to poison, right? And there is poison in this. Grimer, Muck, Nidorina. I think Balance Team is the way to go. There is Registeel in this, so like you can just like Registeel, weak to fighting, Pinsir as a bug, resist the fighting. So you can do something like those two in a safe swap. I think something like Clefable or Samurott, Grimer, like I think these are all probably pretty safe swaps in this meta. So there's a lot of balance teams you can run. There's ABB style teams with like Double Fairy. There's ABB type with any of these, right? Anything can be running ABB style with single typing. That makes it much easier. You can just do like an all general safe swap team. So again, Vigoroth is one of the top. Mew I think is going to be a super easy safe swap. Double if you have it. I mean, I'd probably run double over Vigoroth just because the payback gives you actual coverage. In terms of pure darks, like I think Cofagrigus, there is Umbreon. So here's the thing. There's Umbreon at 19. Outside of Umbreon, the next dark is Zoroark at 224. So you're not going to see any darks. So to me, Cofagrigus roams free. You're going to be resisted by the neutral typing. But most neutral typers aren't going to be able to hit you either. So lots and lots of ways to go with this. I think the team building video is going to be like 30 minutes because I truly think that you could just like go so many different directions here, which makes it exciting because it's on for 2 weeks. But that is it. Back to this team, Ultra League. Again, strong team, very XL heavy dependent. There's really no replacement for any of these per se. You can kind of use like Scrafty and Obstagoon instead of Umbreon, Lurantis. Laurentis is tough because the superpower is really such a good cover for the steals. There's no real grass. I guess Meganium is the closest thing to Laurentis, right? With Frenzy Plant and Earthquake. At least you have something for the steals, Earthquake. Flyer, again, Charizard. I like Charizard. I tried Talonflame the other day. I didn't love it, but it's an option. So those are how you would replace those. Anyways, that's it. A few more Ultra League teams coming your way, and then we will go into the fun that is single typing meta. So appreciate watching, appreciate the support, and I will see you guys in the next one.